There has been fighting amongst the House Republicans for quite some time in regards to this impeachment of Biden. They've been doing all of these different investigations. They have fallen several times flat on their faces with witnesses that they were supposed to produce, evidence that they were supposed to produce, but yet they continued on. The escalation of the House and Oversight and Judiciary committees into these investigations were trying to connect the business dealings of Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. Um, Launching a formal probe will give Republicans subpoena powers. I believe Kevin McCarthy mentioned this a month or two ago. So he came out and he announced today that he is directing three House committees to open up an impeachment inquiry into President Biden. Let's talk about it.
Welcome back, everyone. You know, in the months that we were gone and the weeks, House Republicans have uncovered serious and credible allegations into President Biden's conduct. Taken together, these allegations paint a picture of a culture of corruption. Now, here's what we know so far. Through our investigations, we have found that President Biden did lie to the American people about his own knowledge of his family's foreign business dealings. Eyewitnesses have testified that the president joined on multiple phone calls and had multiple interactions. Dinners resulted in cars and millions of dollars into his son's and his son's business partners. We know that bank records show that nearly $20 million in payments were directed to the Biden family members and associates through various shell companies. The Treasury Department alone has more than 150 transactions involving the Biden family and other business associates that were flagged as suspicious activity by U.S. banks. Even a trusted FBI informant has alleged a bribe to the Biden family. Biden used his official office to coordinate with Hunter Biden's business partners about Hunter's role in Burisma, a Ukrainian energy company. Finally, despite these serious allegations, it appears that the president's family has been offered special treatment by Biden's own administration, treatment that not otherwise would have received if they were not related to the president. These are allegations of abuse of power, obstruction, and corruption, and they warrant further investigation by the House of Representatives. That's why today I am directing our House committee to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. This logical next step will give our committees the full power to gather all the facts and answers for the American public. That's exactly what we want to know, the answers. I believe the president would want to answer these questions and allegations as well. This effort will be led by Chairman James Comer at the Committee on Oversight, in coordination with Chairman Jim Jordan for Judiciary Committee and Chairman Jason Smith on Ways and Means. Now, I do not make this decision lightly. And regardless of your party or who you voted for, these facts should concern all Americans. The American people deserve to know that the public offices are not for sale, and that the federal government is not being used to cover up the actions of a politically associated family. Now, I would encourage the president and his team to fully cooperate with this investigation in the interests of transparency. We are committed to getting the answers for the American public. Nothing more, nothing less. We will go wherever the evidence takes us. Thank you.
So there you have it. Kevin McCarthy says the next logical step after these investigations that Jim Jordan's committee has done, and I forget the other guy, the other Republican, was also doing some investigations. He was over another committee. I believe he's part of the 3 committees that Kevin McCarthy has assigned. But Kevin McCarthy says as a result of these initial investigations, opening up a formal impeachment inquiry was the next logical step. Now, the 3 people who are over these committees that will be spearheading this impeachment inquiry are James Comer. I believe he's one that was part of the initial investigations. Jim Jordan, of course, and Jason Smith. I don't know who he is. He's relatively quiet. He's not out there in front like Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene and the whole lot of them. But the question is, there are several Republicans who are not down for this because it's straight nonsense. So does Kevin McCarthy have the 218 votes that he will need to impeach Joe Biden? And then they have to put on their trial and present their evidence, and then it will go on to the Senate. Does he have the votes necessary in the Senate to convict Joe Biden and fully impeach him? We don't know. We don't know. We know that this is a bunch of BS. Has Hunter Biden been involved with some criminality and some shenanigans? Absolutely. Is it tied to Joe Biden? Some of the evidence that they have come out with that we have seen as a result of their initial investigation, it's nonsense. They've got telephone conversations, recordings of Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. But when you listen to those conversations, it doesn't give you the impression that Joe Biden is aware that business is being conducted. Joe Biden has said that he and Hunter Biden speak regularly, every single day, as a matter of fact. So it was just to Joe Biden, it was just a check-in call. Hey, son, how you doing? And then somebody's there with Hunter Biden. Hey, so-and-so is here to say hi to so-and-so. And Joe Biden will say hi. It's not like Joe Biden was using his position. That's the impression I get. He was using his position to make money in any kind of way. Now, was Hunter Biden using his father's position to make money? Oh, I can absolutely believe it. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Hunter Biden is found to have broken the law, arrest him. I've said the same thing about Joe Biden. If Joe Biden is found to have broken the law, arrest him. But we know this is all them getting retribution and revenge for Donald Trump. Period. So a lot of people like to think, why is everybody still talking about Donald Trump? He's a non-factor. The MAGA supporters, the trolls, they like to come over and say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. They can't stop talking about Donald Trump. All of that is gaslighting. We have to talk about Donald Trump because he is a very real threat to this democracy. He may not be in Congress, in the presidency, but he has influence over those who are, and they are willing to do his bidding. They are even willing to break the law to do his bidding. They are willing to poop all over the Constitution to do his bidding. So yeah, we will be talking about Donald Trump, especially since he's now running for president. Y'all let me know your thoughts. I believe another reason why Kevin McCarthy is agreeing to this impeachment inquiry, because it might be a part of the deal to keep the MAGAs from shutting down the government. Y'all let me know your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one.